So I guess this is probably going to be my toughest question. Now, there are two narratives that are kind of acceptable. One is the zoological narrative, and then, of course, that's been basically disproven. You have a Moderna patent about 2.5 years after their partnership with DARPA, where they patent a cancer drug that has a 12-sequence DNA nucleotide that's identical to the virus. Not identical to the vaccine, but identical to the virus. I would contend that the evidence shows that this thing was probably released and seeded. There is a lot of evidence to show that it was in the United States all the way back in October when they were doing Event 201. Why is that not even part of the conversation? That this could have been a planned event, and even outside of a nation state, as we know that these things were being worked on in Chapel Hill, Wuhan, and more than likely other places.
The planning and the viralization of SARS-CoV-2 and the development of vaccines and monoclonal antibodies is well documented in the medical literature from 2012 all the way up to 2019. The work was done in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The manuscripts say that. In the second paper, Mediterranean and Barrick, there's 3 Chinese authors, including the bat lady. That's clear. What's really not known is, was this an intentional release or was it an accidental release? And my review of this, I'm not an investigative reporter, and this is the work of investigative reporters and investigative committees, and it's probably going to go all the way in terms of grand juries, special prosecutors, international court, on and on. My anticipation, though, is that it was an accidental release, and what we've seen from this is just one cover-up after another cover-up after another cover-up. It's been layered on incompetency, and then corruption, malfeasance, profiteering, racketeering, syndicates. All of this creates this web of what we call the biopharmaceutical complex. We outlined this in our book, Person-Based COVID-19. Something's gone drastically wrong. The victims are the people of the world. And the perpetrators are now a complex syndicate. Probably at the top is the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, the Gates Foundation, the Wellcome Trust, the Rockefeller Foundation, Gavi, CEPI, which Gates founded with the World Economic Forum, Unitate, all the regulatory agencies, FDA, MHRA, TGA, CDC, NIH, the suppliers, Big Pharma and in vitro diagnostics, they are working as a conglomerate. Well, they've learned a method, and the method is declare a national emergency, the doors of Treasury swing open, and trillions of dollars flow out.